On tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here now is Cam Little out to get us. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out, all of us in our place, and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
This is called. It's Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down.
As they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing now is Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles.
Wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
So this drive span. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one.
First down, right back to ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence.
Complete to Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Washington. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Lawrence will throw.
Thomas has got it, complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be
left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas with an amazing diving catch. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
3rd and 5.
Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Dances by at the 20. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Gets past one man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From midfield, here's Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might out of a smaller back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. A little juke. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Myers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
ETN up the middle.
Oh, what a move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 28-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown here this first half.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
That's taken in by Palmer.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills' 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing now is Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Jaguars 26-yard line.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now Allen again.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Another Bills 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Allen running right on the option.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. second and goal from inside the 5. To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
second half starts with a run by Etienne.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And they'll get this up over the 25 and the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now 3rd down and 7. Lawrence.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Allen going to throw.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Cook up the gut. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Now Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Thomas, the man in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Davis with it left side.
And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Ooh, the juke.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Bills first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Allen now looks to throw. Cooks on the quick slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Allen. He gets it to Cooks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
At the 31-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.